It is my pleasure to welcome you to the city of Iloilo. Iloilo shares a rich history of culture and commerce with many APEC economies. Its early inhabitants were from the vast islands of Indonesia and Malaysia. Traders from China's golden ages conducted business with the locals. Iloilo was a primary port of choice to export once valuable sugar sourced from the nearby provinces to China and the Spanish territories across the Pacific Ocean. This included Nueva España, which covered Mexico. British ships also called at the port of Iloilo to load sugar for Australia and New Zealand. Clearly, even before terms such as globalization and global value chains were coined, we in the APEC region already bore a natural predisposition for commerce and trade. The strengthening of our economic linkages with goods and services, trade, and investment at the core has provided a solid framework for growth and prosperity. Micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs or MISMEs, play a vital role in the realization of a prosperous Asia-Pacific region as they comprise the great majority of businesses. Thus, it is very important that our approach embraces the interest of small business, particularly micro and small enterprises. An important component of this effort is to bolster their ability to take advantage of cross-border business opportunities that will help boost our economies in the process. But without MISMEs in the global market, growth cannot be inclusive. With the global market becoming increasingly complex and competitive, we need to work even closer together to help MISMEs overcome the challenges in cross-border trade and allow these enterprises to take advantage of opportunities in the global market. In addition to MISME-friendly policies, MISMEs' capability to meet market requirements are all the more important in increasing their share to enter the global markets. In this area, I know that the Philippines has much to learn from our member economies. Under my leadership at the Department of Trade and Industry, we have tried raising the competitiveness of our MISMEs through massive distribution of shared service facilities in the most remote areas of our country. Why am I providing you all this information? Because I would like us to support our discussion with this year's APEC theme, Building Inclusive Economies, Building a Better World. Under this banner, we have committed to establish a region geared towards bridging the gap in economic development and sustaining growth with equity. APEC comprises economies at various points in the development spectrum. Within our economies, disparities continue to exist. We need to ensure that our work in APEC will benefit all. I am pleased with the alignment across different APEC fora and the convergence towards initiatives that will benefit MISMEs, particularly in helping them go global. This is a clear manifestation that we want growth to include everyone, to matter for everyone. Today's meeting is anchored on the theme of mainstreaming micro, small, and medium enterprises in the global economy. We, the APEC SME ministers, have the distinct privilege of working directly with our stakeholders, our MISMEs. I am certain that in our respective economies, we listen to the concerns and ideas of our MISMEs. We conduct consultations to understand the issues they face and thereby develop the programs to support our stakeholders. Today, we will bring that model to a global level as we provide MISMEs a bigger voice, to give them the more focused attention to enable them to compete globally. In May, the APEC ministers responsible for trade, the APEC MRT, called for actions to put MISMEs front and center in the global trade agenda. Their discussions on MISMEs centered on trade policies which harness the collective efforts of stakeholders from government, business, academia, international organizations. Priority actions on trade facilitation, e-commerce, financing, and institutional support are contained in the Boracay Action Agenda to Globalize MISMEs, which was endorsed by the MRT for adoption by APEC leaders. To further galvanize APEC's commitment to the Boracay Action Agenda, the implementation plan that is currently being developed will bring the Boracay Action Agenda from framework level to a more action-oriented work program by identifying specific work streams and progress indicators. Earlier this month in Cebu City, the finance ministers put forward the Cebu Action Plan, which calls for initiatives to promote an enabling financing environment for MISMEs, including trade, supply chain, and alternative financing mechanisms. There are also parallel works of APEC Business Advisory Council, ABAC, on enhancing access to finance for MISMEs and in increasing market access through innovation in trade facilitation. At this meeting, I look forward to the discussion to finalize and endorse the Iloilo Initiative, which will provide a bigger voice and better opportunities for MISMEs, as well as advance the policy framework that will promote MISME participation in international trade and GVCs through the APEC MISME marketplace. The convergence in our priorities provides greater latitude for us to cooperate and collaborate, particularly in identifying and implementing concrete, practical, and high-impact initiatives. All our efforts are coming together in the development of a package of policies and initiatives that foster MISME growth and promote entrepreneurship, innovation, and trade. Colleagues, I thank you for all coming to this meeting in Iloilo City. With your participation, I trust that we will have meaningful progress in our meeting today. At this point, may we request that the media be ushered outside the hall. Thank you. We'll pause for a minute.